Hi everyone, long time no see. It's been a long time since I filmed a video, and mostly it's because I didn't have quite the motivation to do so, and to be honest, I'm still quite forcing myself a little bit to do it, but it's okay, because I really want to take this more seriously. And just to start on a good note, if you knew, I was diagnosed with cancer back in January this year, and I can officially tell you that I'm now in remission. Yay! So that's the good news. For today, I wanted to do a Techo Kagi for my weeks and my Techo original. The last video I posted was about me not being very consistent and liking the weeks, but it changed quite a lot. I'll start with this one first because actually the kind of river position, now I struggle using the Techo. The main reason why is because I would bring this one at the hospital with me. During my chemo treatments, I would have to spend 5 days a week. Well, every 2 weeks, I would have to spend 5 days at the hospital to receive treatment. Okay. And I would bring this one with me. And I kind of associated it with the hospital, unfortunately. There was a period in time where I just couldn't stand even looking at it. It was like a reminder of the hospital stays that were obviously not the most enjoyable. So something very drastic that happened in this one. And let me show you. The last real time that I used it was back in March. And then this happened. See? I made the drastic decision to cut off all of the pages, all of the blank pages in my Techo. I just couldn't stand seeing blank pages, and there was 3 months worth of blank pages. It gave me a lot of pressure to think I would have to fill them back, and I tried, but nah, it didn't work the way I planned. At first I was like, okay, I'm going to use it as a sketchbook, but then I already have a sketchbook. I did the drastic thing, and it felt great. I've been using it very loosely and without any pressure, doing some collage, doing some illustrations, doing some test pages of how I could use it. And see, I'm not even caught up with it. I still have all of these pages that are blank. We will see. We will see what happens with this baby. I still like it. I still really like it. And I don't want to abandon it completely. But I don't want it to become a pressure thing, you know? Like, this is a hobby. I don't want it to become a burden. That's the news for this one. Now, the weeks. The last time I talked about this one, I think we were about... let's see. Yeah, we were about there, I think. And I was complaining about the ink situation, that like when my fountain pen inks don't behave nicely in this. But I use now the Muji, this is the 0.3, and it works very nicely. Since it's so thin, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't bleed through or anything, and I really like writing with these. So peace was made with this, with the paper. And I even use my fountain pen. I just accept that the ink is going to feather. It's okay. I have come to peace with this planner. This was me trying to figure out what type of layout I want. And there was the time where I didn't use it and left a bunch of blank spreads. So these, I came back to them and used them for some common placing and just some collage and reflection. There is still 2 spreads that are blank, and back in May, this is where I started using it again. And it would be very simple, like just task on the left side and summary of the week on the right side. And I kept up with it since then. Added a tracker. And this is this week. I think for the most part, having 2 planners for me is not sustainable. It's not ideal, it's really not necessary because everything just repeats itself. So whenever I use this one, I will stop using the other one and vice versa. For 2026, only 1 planner, only 1. Maybe a weekly supplement because I like the vertical layout. Maybe. But yeah, just 1 planner for 2026. It's going to be way more sustainable. Do I have more to show you? I did use some of the notes pages. I did some basic research on photography. This is my movie tracking. And do I have something else? Yeah. This is a study I did trying to figure out what style of photography that I like and that I would like to produce. This was very helpful to focus on what subject and at what time of the day I should photograph my subjects. And I think that's it. Yep. While we are here, since I picked up my paintbrush a lot more recently, I wanted to show you a bit in my sketchbook. What I did recently in there. Starting here. So during my Cancer, I did draw a little bit in my Hobonichi Techo, but I wasn't really feeling it. The inspiration wasn't there, and I've had a hard time really focusing on my art until my boyfriend asked me one day, "Hey, could you give me a private painting course?" And I was like, "Oh, well, sure." And we just painted together, and it unlocked something. The art block was finally going away, and this is the first page I created since. Now I'm painting and drawing pretty much every day, and it feels very good. Yeah, I have some nudity in there, so I'll probably just blur it or whatever. I don't know what's YouTube regulation on that. These were digital drawings that I printed. This is the piece I did yesterday, and I'm so proud of it. I really love the colors. And that's it, guys. This is the update. and I will see you in another video. I will try soonish, but you know, motivation goes and comes. We will see. Bye bye, guys.